The baby in your tummy has something to say.
When I was having lunch with my mother-in-law, my sister, and my niece said that while she was pointing at my tummy, Grandpa Heaven is angry. What my 6-year-old niece, who has special powers, made my mother-in-law pale. The things my mother-in-law has been hiding until now began coming to light. My name is Victoria. I'm 28 years old, and I'm married. I'm working at a small trading company as an administrator. I met Matt, who was my classmate in elementary school, and at the school reunion, we started dating and got married soon after. I liked him from back then because he had good manners and also he was nice. So I was happy when he started talking to me at the reunion.
Matt's father owns and manages a famous company along the local people, and Matt was known as a son of a rich family back then. Long time no see. You look grown up.
Long time no see. Of course I've matured. How are you? Did you take over your father's company?
I asked casually.
No. My dad passed away 7 years ago and his company was merged. I work at a different company and I'm just a regular employee. Sorry I asked you something sensitive. No, it's okay. I'm not good enough to own a company anyway.
By the way, what do you do for work?
Matt still has good manners like before, and it was comfortable to talk to him.
I was a serious kind of girl who would become a class president, and he said he had feelings for me, secretly. We made an appointment to meet again that day. We were at the right age to get married, so it didn't take long to decide what we were partners of a lifetime. However, there is something that I found out after we got married, and it's stressing me out these days.
My mother-in-law came to see us at our new house without an appointment early Saturday morning. How are you? I'm sorry that it's messy, but
I greeted her with a drawn face.
it is really messy. Even if you are both working and you are busy, you should at least clean the house on the weekend. At least clean the house on the weekends.
My mother-in-law said, frowning. I was about to clean it. I said it in my head.
And your clothes, Victoria? Since you are still newlyweds, why don't you pay a little bit more attention to your appearance? You are making Matt embarrassed. Listen, when you wear cheap clothes, your human quality looks low as well.
She wears heavy makeup and wears luxurious clothes. I changed my clothes in a rush because she came to visit without an appointment, so I was just wearing everyday clothes with no makeup. The showy luxury clothes are not cool these days and they are rather lame. I said it bitterly in my head, and I wore a fake smile and let it slide.
Oh Matt, you're so nice. It's hard for you to tell your wife that you'd want her to change it, isn't it, Matt? You should tell her when you have something to say.
She puts her hand on his back.
Mom, thank you for worrying about me, but Victoria is busy because she has a job.
He said it in a quiet voice.
Oh no, the flowers at the entrance are about to die. I'm gonna change the water for you. You shouldn't decorate the entrance with dying flowers.
She ran towards the entrance while she was yelling, as if she didn't hear anything.
My mother-in-law keeps coming to our house early in the morning on the weekends like this. And she makes snide comments. Mucky, huh? She is running through the inheritance from her late husband and keeps buying the luxury goods. She has no idea how hard it is when my husband and I both have to work.
Wow, that's tough. Matt doesn't say anything about it?
Well, he tries to say something to her, but it's almost like he's losing completely. He seems to think that he can't win against his mother, even before the argument. He is too nice to his mother anyway. He's a mama's boy.
I was whining to my sister while we were drinking some coffee at her house in my neighboring town.
Are you angry, Victoria?
While I was whining to my sister, my 6-year-old niece came to our side and sat down. No, I'm not angry.
Right? Do you want to play cards, Summer?
I shouldn't have talked about this in front of a child. While I was reflecting on my sister's face, I turned towards my niece. While I was reflecting, I turned towards my niece.
Then, let's play a memory game.
People say that children are sensitive, but Summer was sometimes extraordinary. She is usually just a regular 6-year-old child, but sometimes she wears a divine aura and says something unusual. This has happened before.
Mommy, you should take this road when you go shopping, because if you take that road, there will be a car accident, and it's not safe.
What? What are you talking about, Summer? Stop joking. You are scaring me.
My sister was chuckling and let it pass in the beginning, But Summer had a serious face, and she didn't look like she was joking. My sister felt uneasy, so she took a different route from usual and started to head to the supermarket. Right after that, she heard the sirens of an ambulance and a police car. She was observing from a distance, and it looked like a car crash. If she didn't believe in what Summer said and took the same road as usual that day, what would have happened? My sister told me later that the thought made her shiver.
Other times, Summer said to my sister's friend, "There will be a fire at your neighbor's house tonight."
My sister told her friend that Summer predicted a car accident before, and her friend decided to stay at her parents' house that night. Then there was indeed a fire at her neighbor's house, and a part of my sister's friend's house burned as well. After a few incidents like this, people started flattering Summer that she is a girl with special powers. The media asked for an interview with Summer a few times, but it seems that my sister and her husband have been rejecting them all. It's because Summer passes out and gets a high fever every time after she predicts something. If the media starts talking about Summer, a lot of people would try to use her. If that happens, her body might not be able to endure it. My sister and her husband thought that way, and they decided not to let people find out about Summer's special powers, and they were very careful about it. They even asked my sister's friend, who Summer warned about the fire, not to post it on social media repeatedly.
Zai, I matched the cards, so it's still my turn, right?
Summer is talking excitedly while she is reading. Summer is talking excitedly while she is playing the cards. And she looks just like a regular 6-year-old girl. However, there was a time when I took care of Summer when she had a fever after the prediction. And when I saw her suffering, it made my chest tight. Whether or not she has the power, I want her to be healthy and grow up happily. I couldn't stop hoping for that. Then one day I got pregnant with a long-awaited baby. When I told Matt, he was overjoyed.
Wow, Victoria, I'm so happy.
He was extremely happy that his eyes were filled with tears. He called and told his mother about it right away. He said that she wanted to talk to me. And he put me on the phone.
Congratulations, Victoria. I have something to give you, so I'll visit you soon.
She said it excitedly and I wasn't displeased. Maybe because she loves her son too much. She said mean things to me, but she didn't really mean it. She will probably adore her grandchild. It felt like that then.
Victoria, I got these for you. These are the famous maternity underwears. And those are the organic foods that are supposed to be good for pregnant women.
My mother-in-law came to my house smiling when Matt wasn't home, and she put everything she bought on the table.
Sherry, thank you so much. You bought so many things for me.
She cut me off while I was talking and said, I bought them all using my connection. They gave me a discount, so I got a great deal. It's you, so $200 is fine. The total before discount is over $500, so this is the price only for you. The special price. She was grinning. What? I have to pay? When she brought them, even though I didn't ask?
Excuse me, Sherry. I can't pay. Please take them all back.
I said so, and tried to push them back, and her face started turning red quickly.
What are you talking about? What a rude daughter-in-law you are. I brought them for you as a gift.
She yelled and left the house while she was stomping. But, am I in the wrong? Bringing things that I didn't ask for and trying to sell them to me is not wrong? By the way, the organic products she brought looked cheap, and they didn't look legit. I remembered the name of the products and searched them on the internet. On the website, there were so many suspicious slogans, such as mysterious power, and this will cure incurable diseases. I'm glad that I didn't buy them. I mean, why did she try to sell them to me? I became very suspicious of her, so I told my husband when he came home.
Yeah, my mom likes health products and such.
He wasn't concerned very much.
Even if that's the case, it scares me when she just brings them and tries to sell them to me. So can you tell her not to do that?
Okay, I'll tell her.
He said that, and he called his mother. However, the way he was talking to her was weak, and it didn't sound like he was telling her to stop clearly. After he hung up the phone, I asked him, how did it go? What did she say?
She said that she will come again next Sunday.
What? You know that we are going out and have lunch with my sister and her daughter, don't you?
Yes, I said that to my mom and she said she was coming with us.
What is she thinking?
I'm stressed because of my husband, who is mama's boy, and he can't say things strongly to his mother. And next Sunday,
Matt, Victoria, good morning. I wonder what we are having for lunch today.
my mother-in-law was standing in front of our house, and she was in a completely different mood from last time, and she was in a very good mood. And I never said that I wanted to go with her. I was fed up with her. I was looking forward to having lunch with my sister and my niece from a long time ago, but I became depressed because of my mother-in-law. My sister chose this restaurant because they have something that I might be able to eat, despite of my morning sickness.
Okay, let's go, Mom Victoria. My mother-in-law was being considerate to both his mother and me.
My sister's husband is on a business trip, so he couldn't make it. Maybe Matt feels more comfortable to talk when his mom is here. We plan to meet at a restaurant in a hotel? My sister waved at us when she saw us, but when she saw my mother-in-law, she looked confused.
Hello, thank you for looking after my sister always.
My mother-in-law accepted her greeting lightly, flopped down and started looking at the menu.
I've been wanting to come to this restaurant. Well, what should I get? Sirloin steak, strips, and should we get some lobsters too?
She called for a server without asking us and started ordering. Everybody was stunned.
Your husband works at a famous company, doesn't he? Then you're gonna pay for all the food with his credit card, right?
My mother-in-law had a dirty grin.
What? Was it her plan to make her pay from the beginning?
I don't have his credit card. As expected, my sister was upset, and she said so. Matt quickly tries to make the situation better. Oh my God, she is ruining our lunch that we were looking forward to. I closed my eyes. Then Summer, who was quiet until now, suddenly stood up.
What happened, Summer? Sit down. That's bad manners.
Summer looked like she couldn't even hear her mother, and she was looking off into the distance. Those eyes are... My sister and I looked at each other. From the usual innocent look, her eyes changed into mysterious and strange eyes. These are the eyes when she predicts something.
The baby said it has something to say.
Summer said it while she was pointing at my tummy. She turned to my mother-in-law and said this.
Grandpa in heaven is angry. You used all the money, didn't you? Grandpa is also saying that you borrowed money from bad people as well.
After she said that, she collapsed, as if she lost all her strength.
Summer, are you okay?
My sister quickly held her body up.
I'm gonna lay her down for a while, she said, and she ran while holding Summer.
Ah, that was...
When I looked at my mother-in-law, she was pale and she was shaking.
Mom, what's wrong? Was it something Summer said?
My husband doesn't know about Summer's special ability, so he has no idea what was happening, but he was suspicious because his mother's attitude changed.
Oh my, kids these days say weird things. I'm going to the bathroom.
My mother-in-law is mad. My mother-in-law said that and stood up hastily. I was worried about Summer, but there was a warning in my head that I can't let her escape.
Matt, can you help my sister?
I entrusted my sister and Summer to Matt, and I followed my mother-in-law.
Where are you going? The bathroom is that way.
I talked to her while she was pushing the down button for the elevator.
Sherry, by any chance, did you use all the inheritance money from your late husband? And you even have some debt? That girl Summer has a special ability, and she has predicted many things before.
That reminds me, there were a few things that were strange. She tried to sell the organic products to me, and she tried to make other people pay for her food at the restaurant. She wears name brand clothes, but she is stingy. Is it because I just couldn't stop buying name brand clothes, but she is stingy? Is it because I just couldn't stop buying name brand goods, and my savings became small? I tried to cover the loss with an investment, but on the contrary, I took a big loss. And now I have a huge debt.
She told me while she was looking down.
You owe me. It's me who raised Matt successfully. That means you have the savings, thanks to me. So lend me the money, okay? I'll make a lot of money with the investment this time. You should invest in me.
How can she say that shamelessly? I can even tell without Summer's prediction. I'm sure that she will lose a lot of money with the next investment again. Every time that happens, she will ask for more money. Then Matt came.
Your sister took the taxi to take Summer home. Mom Victoria, what happened?
I summarized and I told him the matter.
If you think about me raising you, this is nothing. If only you took over your dad's company, it would have been peaceful.
Stop talking nonsense, Mom. I was a student at that time, and I wasn't confident enough to become the president.
How much is your debt? The amount of her debt was 1 digit higher than the number we expected. My husband and I looked at each other. We are going to have a baby soon, and we can't have such a large debt.
Mom, I'm sorry, but you are the one who make this debt, and we can't take it over. I'll introduce you to the judicial scrivener I know, so consult him about consolidation.
So consult him about consolidation of your debt.
He told her clearly, and it's very unlike him.
That's it. Don't contact us anymore.
She was still fussing, but we didn't look back and just left. After that we moved, and so our address changed. Of course, we didn't tell our new address to my mother-in-law. We've been blocking her calls too. We heard this from Matt's relatives, but my mother-in-law seemed to have begged our relatives for money, and they cut their ties with her. She said that she doesn't want to claim the bankruptcy because her life will be limited.
Geez, she probably can't forget about the life when she was rich. She is so naive if she thinks that somebody will pay her debt. Seriously.
I heard that she is being chased by a loan shark and she is living poorly alone. I was impressed with Matt when he told her clearly because he used to be a mama's boy. It seems like Matt came to the realization that he is going to become a father, and he seems to have manned it up somewhat. I am also grateful to Summer for making that prediction at that time, and we found out about my mother-in-law's debt. If we kept the relationship with her, she might have made us take over her debt. 10 months later, I took my newborn baby to my sister's house.
Wow, the baby. She is so cute.
Summer came running.
How is Summer these days? I mean, her prediction ability.
I asked her in a quiet voice.
Well, she hasn't done it recently. Since she started elementary school, she hasn't predicted anything at all. I think the one with your mother-in-law was the last one.
When she said that, she seemed rather relieved and disappointed.
I see. But it's a good thing, isn't it? It was weighing on Summer's body. Even without the special ability, Summer is Summer.
You're right. Someday when she becomes an adult, I'll tell her about what she did.
She said that, and we both smiled.